Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today I am going to discuss about one topic which I have already discussed in my one previous video. So today we are going to work on PyWinAuto library from Python. So today we are going to see like how we can automate an application. I would be specific here. How can we automate an application, like a standalone application, or you can say GUI based application using Python. So this process can be applicable to each and every application, whatever you have and whatever you want to automate. So it's simple and easy, but I'm here to discuss or describe the steps that you can take so that you can know that these are the steps that you have to take in case you have to automate some other application which I'm not showing you. Right, so I'm going to cover all these steps and I'm going to show you a demonstration of how I'm doing this for a certain application. So before we work on that, if you are new to my channel, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do. It's a simple and easy process that you just have to hit the red colored subscribe button, that's all. And now let's see what we have to do. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the official documentation from PyWinAuto, and here you can see what it is. So here we can see that PyWinAuto is a module to automate GUI application, like I said, right? So when it comes to installation, I have seen few comments on the previous video, and this is my previous video. If you don't know about it, you can have a look at this, and it's not as much detailed as possible, which I'm going to cover now, but it will give you some kind of overview or brief introduction of PyWinAuto, right? So you can do this, otherwise I'm going to cover this right now. So to install, I would prefer pip install because I'm just using idle as my IDE, so that is what I'm going to do. So you can directly execute this command, and once you do that, if you have your idle installed, you can directly open this like this. And in case you have not installed PyWinAuto yet, you will see an error when you execute this line. But if you don't see any error, that means that you have installed it correctly. In case you are still seeing error after installing, just try to close the already opened window of Python shell or restart your computer, and it should work fine. Right, so now let's see what we have to do. So how does it work? Manual installation, these are the steps that you can have a look, but I'm not going to go through. Rather, I would work on this getting started guide. So here they have explained two things. So there are two type of application. One is MS, which is Microsoft based UI automation, and another one is Windows 32 based. So these are two different types, and for these two different types we have two different ways to handle them. Right, so when we get the application, we just have to put this inside the bracket, which I'm going to cover later, doesn't matter much. Let's just do a simple demonstration like this. So I have written a code here for WinSCP, which I'm going to use here, but just for the reference I'm going to use this and I'm going to explain. So let's first open this side by side and let's work on this. Okay, so here in the first line, what we have done, we have imported the application from application module, right? And it's not mandatory, so there are two ways to do it. So from PyWinAuto you can import application, or you can do simply this, right? Now once you do this, now whenever you refer application, sorry, I missed one step here. So from PyWinAuto we have to import application, small letters. Once you do that, you have to get your application using application dot application. So in case you don't want to do this, you can execute this first line and this will do the stuff. And then I have to use backend equals to UIA, like I said before. when you have MS based UI or Windows 32 based UI, you have to do something specific, and this is what it is. So it works different for Notepad because it's a MS based application, right? So notepad.exe, when you hit enter, so it opened on the other window. So here you can see that the notepad got opened, and like I said, you just have to use notepad.exe because it's in the MS recognized library, so we don't have to do much, right? So this is what we have done. So for Chrome, you have to do something specific. Now I have created a video specifically for Notepad, which you can have a look in the channel. You will find it. But Notepad is really like the basic part of this automation, which we are not going to do. But just because I have picked this topic, I'm going to do it, because why not, right? So let's copy these two lines which we have already covered. Let's not waste any time. And now what we have to do once we open, so let me save this first. So let's do Notepad Auto, and if we run this, we just see Notepad window. But what if I want to click here, file, and then click on save as? So there are two things that you can do. First, you have to navigate, and then you have to check that window which is being opened when you click on save as. So when we click on this, click on save as, there is another window which is being which is called as child window. So this being a parent window and this is a child window, right? So let's first click on these menu options, and then we can handle that child window. So to handle that option, you just have to do, so if you are still in confusion like how I'm doing this, you will see each and everything here. So the documentation is really good, but not that good, but it will give you some kind of information so that you can start on your own. So here, if you see, there are a lot of steps here that we can follow, and if you come down, you see that for menu select, there is a method menu select, which we have to use to select the menu, right? So this is what we are going to use, and this is what we can use in each and every application, right? So it's simple enough. Now here they have used untitled notepad. Let's discuss on this also, like why untitled notepads, because when you run this, you can see the title as untitled notepad. This, what it is doing is match error, because notepad is not in dictionary keys, and these are the possible matches that it can receive. So if we can do dialog or notepad dialog or this untitled, so I'm just going to copy this. So this is also one way to find out the name of the application that you have to work on, or you can figure out yourself. So when you run this now, so it's opening that save as window. Now if you see, save as is space and then as, right? And I did not do that. So that's how it works. Like, it checks for the best case scenario, and that's how it is doing it. So this is what you can do for notepad. And if you want to see more options, this is how we do that. When we print this, you can see these many options which you can figure out, right? So today, like I said, we are going to work on not notepad automation, rather PyWin automation. So if I run this code, so it is going to open WinSCP, and what it did is it filled each and every tab here, and then it is going to click on this login button, right? So these are the steps that I'm going to do. So if I click on login, again there is no you host as test, so it is not going to do that. But again, we fulfilled the agenda. So let's see what we have here. This, but again, this code is working fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this like every step, and I'm going to explain like why I did this and how you should do it. Okay, so there are two steps that we don't have to take care of, rather we can directly copy. So let me do that. Okay, so now what we have to do is we have to start an application, because it's not already started, we have to start it. So here you have to provide the path. So mine is in, let me check, I totally forgot where it was. Okay, so it's here. I'm going to copy this. Okay, so let me do this. Now if we run this, it is going to open WinSCP, right? Everything is good till here. Now we have to figure out few things. We don't know how to click on this or these edit workstation or this drop down, right? Which we are going to cover now. So now we have opened it. Now to check what we can do to click or edit few things, we just have to print. So there is one method that we can use. Okay, so this one we have to use. Now if you are asking like why we have login here, I'll explain. Let it run. So here you can see the title as login, right? And if you just go here, this is what we have printed. So I'll just scroll up. Here on the first line you see two names. One is T login dialog, another one is login. So if I do T login dialog, this is also going to work, and this login is also going to work. So this is how you can identify the title, right? Now we can come to the child windows. So first child window has static, and it has, if you just scroll down, you will see that it has tools, which you can see here. Then it has manage, which you can see here. And if you scroll down, you can see more and more options like this. But like I said, how you should figure out is you have to see through each and everything. You have to map few things to find out how you are going to do this. For SFTP, you have to have a look at this specific keyword SFTP. So if you just go down to the bottom, where is it? So here you can see this is the SFTP, and this is what you can use, or you can use edit 5. Both will work, right? And similarly we have different options. So this being edit 5, now we have order as 4 3 2 1. Now weird thing is that this should be 1, this should be 2 3 and so on, but it's the numbering is rather difficult. But you can, if you just try to set these values, you will be able to find out which is which I have done. And this is really weird, but this is the only way that I could have thought of to figure out which edit box is for which. So you can do the same thing. It's really simple. There are not many fields that you have to do, and similarly you can handle each and everything, right? So I will just scroll up a bit. You can see a login combo box here, which is for this. And here you can see anonymous login checkbox, and there is this advanced button here, which is for this. Then if you go up, this is for save, which is this. Then we have cancel button, which is I'm not sure where it is, but yeah, there are a lot of options, and there are a lot of things that you can explore. But let's be specific right now. So like I said, we have edit 5 as SFTP. So I know that edit 1 2 3 4 5 is going to be 4 of these values, right? So which I'm going to handle here now. So here what I have done is I have just add the text field test to each and every one, right? Now what you can do is you can do 1 2 3 4 for edit 1, edit 2, edit 3 and edit 4. So if I set this, I will be able to know which is which, right? So let's do that. So here you can see this is test 4, this is test 1, this is test 3. So there is no order. So this is really weird, but you can know now, like if you have to set the host name, it's in edit 4. If you want to set the username, it is in edit 3, and so on so forth. Now we have to click on this login button. So here you can see, if you scroll up down, you will be able to see a login button. Where is it? So here you can see that we can also refer it to as button 5 login or login button. So these three will work, right? So to click on this, what you have to do is just do app.login being the parent window, and then we have to find out the button. So it's either login button, login, and then we have to click. So let's run this now. Oops, I didn't close the other window, but it's logging in now, right? So this is working fine, and I hope now the explanation is clear. And if there is anything, any kind of confusion, you can ask me. I'm always here. So this is it for this. This is it for today. Sorry for the fumble. So I hope I will meet you in the next video. Till then, have a good day, stay safe, and bye bye.